3 gardens today, long grass, and one garden has a tree so old it was around when the dinosaurs were here. Check it out. There we go, it's pretty tall, so we'll cut through that. We've got the challenge of cutting around these daffodils that are still collecting in nutrients for flowering next year, so strim around that, cut the grass down, edge it, and show you the result. Done the edges, so you can see along here there'll still be some weeds along the brick line, but we can deal with them another time. And then edge this border here, and edged around here as well, so nice sharp edge along the road. Lots to tidy up now. We've left these bulbs, and you can see the odd patch that I've left as well where there are other bulbs, just to finish dying off naturally on their own at the customer's request. Got quite a lot of very nice flowering bulbs, tulips, daffodils, crocuses. Crocuses are gone already. Then there's some allium, those purple flowers in the border there. It's very nice. Okay, so we'll have a tidy up and show you what it all looks like when it's clean and tidy. going to blow all the sides into the grass, so there's no like any waste left on the road or the path. And that's it. We'll show you when it's all done. Okay, so this is the result. We've got weeds in the brickwork still. I have to pull those out by hand, but I'll show you how this looks. Customer doesn't like us using weed killer, and it's not really safe to use the strimmer as there are a lot of little stones, and they have flicked up in the past and smashed the car window, my car window. So we won't strim here anymore, you know, on the hard surfaces. But looking good. So that was quite high, quite tough, but the strimmer's a good one, and it'll whack down anything really. Okay, so we're actually in the back garden. You can see it needs a mow next time we're here, but they like to keep it high. There's a fox trail that runs through the garden, so it's a wildlife garden. They try and preserve it for the wildlife as much as possible. We've just been doing this bed. We've put some mulch on it. It's sheep's wool compost. It absolutely smells like their behind, so I'm smelling pretty ripe at the moment. But I want to show you quite an incredible tree, something that you may never have seen before, and it's this one in the foreground, going straight up, and it's the first tree that ever was, I call it. Gecko something, Geckonino, but if you have a look at the leaves, they're very special, very basic, and this tree is such an old species. It was around at the time of the dinosaurs, I believe, but I might not be right. But it's an incredibly ancient species of tree. The only other place I've seen them is at the botanical gardens in Birmingham, and they did plant some near the library in a newly refurbished square opposite the Birmingham Library. So very ancient, beautiful tree, and a wonderful garden. We'll have to show you more of it as we keep coming back. It's a 1/4 of an acre. So on to the next one. Well, actually first I'll show you the front. Okay, so this is the front bit. I've hand weeded around the outside for the reasons of there being loose stones there, so we can't strim, and they don't want to use weed killer, so that's our only option. But it's worked really well, and that's it. We'll go on to the next garden. Okay, we're at the next garden, and there's a busy road behind us, but we're going to do the lawn, hoe through these borders. Beautiful garden, this one, and this is a bay hedge going along here in the darker green, and then the lighter green is laurel, and the customer actually wants us to take 1/3 off these hedges. We're not necessarily going to do that today, but that's for the longer term. That's their request. So that's the front garden, and I'll show you the back in a bit. Okay, so we're in the back garden. We're going to mow the lawn and hoe all the borders, and it's a very nicely done garden. The landscaping initially has given the lawn a really interesting shape, and lots going on. We keep these bushes well trimmed, and the borders well hoed. All those little sort of colours you can see in the dirt, stones. It's very stony. Very few weeds. It's taken a while to get on top of this, but you can see there's so much space for the weeds to be growing. All the way up. Some beautiful plants. So we're going to mow this lawn, edge it very nicely, and then we'll show you what it all looks like, and weed all the borders still, keep on top of them with the hoe. Okay, so just given this bush that's on the fence a bit of a haircut, because it was getting into the lavender below it and the sedum. So just continuing to do some hoeing, and doing some tidying up as well. So lots and lots of seedlings wanting to come through in this soil. I'll give you a close-up and just see them. Lots and lots of seedlings, so it looks really clear. But if we don't keep on top of the hoeing, they'll be springing up before you know it. So we can cover quite a wide area now that it's been done fairly well over the last few weeks. It's a hydrangea there, just about to flower. And we've had some rain, quite a lot of rain yesterday afternoon, so the soil is looking absolutely amazing. It just gets a bit grey and a bit sad once it dries out a bit, as any soil does. But this is a very rich looking colour. So I'll keep hoeing through the beds. Okay, so we're finishing here. We've been through all of these beds with a hoe all the way around. Oh, it's a bit windy today. And mowed the lawn, kept it nice and crisp on the edges. There we go, there's the edges, and all the way around you can see in the borders we've ran the hoe through that really nice rich earth, and it's just looking incredible. It's taken a long time to get the garden back from the winter, but it's looking good so far. And I'll show you the front, and we'll just be able to maintain it at this level now. So it might not look as though we're doing much, but what we're doing to maintain it will just keep it at that level. And it's probably one of the gardens where we've got one of the higher sort of standards of finish, just because the owner does give us enough time. So mowed the lawn out the front, nice crisp edge, and then lovely hoed soil. I guess the one thing we could have done was possibly blow those red petals out of the way, but we're out of time. So yeah, we'll come back and show you more in this garden another time. Over and out, on to the next one. Okay, we're at a mow, blow and go, as I call them, and it's up high. If I show you, whee. So pretty high. Just get some of these bins out of the way and show you. We'll yeah, just trim around the sides, mower up and down, and then just finish with a blow to keep it all tidy. Here it goes. go, there it is, all short. And let me know what you think of that one. Over and out.